Hey, what's up? Lucin here, and today we're going to create a email using a domain name, connecting that domain email to a regular Gmail. That way you're able to create emails using the domain email, but you're within Gmail while saving money all at the same time because we're not going to use G Suite. For G Suite, they always charge an extra $5 per month per email. If you have a web hosting plan with a web service provider such as Hostgator, they will give you, along with your domain and your hosting, unlimited emails. So I've always had this package since I had my first website, which was stevelucin.com, and I've had unlimited emails ever since, and I would just use that server to create more and more emails. Every time I add a domain, I would just create more and more emails using HostGator. So I found it very, very useful. It's kind of a hack. You may see that it's probably not recommended, and I think it's all because they're saying that they want you to pay for these emails. But until we can't use it at all, I'm going to continue using this method. I'm going to show you how to do it, and then we're going to create an email signature to go along with it. So let's dive right in. Okay, so I have a specific login for HostGator. This is it, gator3125.hostgator.com /2083. That'll go directly to the control panel. Put your username and password, and we're able to log in to HostGator. Now, HostGator has a very similar backend to many other hosting and web hosting providers. So if it doesn't look like this, it should be something similar where there's email accounts, forwarders, FTP accounts, subdomains, etc., etc. Since this is the popular link, email accounts, we're going to go there. But even if you click on email, it should load up all the email stuff that we need to attend to. And today we're going to use email accounts as well as email forwarders. So in email accounts, you will see manage the email accounts associated with your domain. Use the setup mail client interface to add an email account to your mobile device or desktop email client. So email right here is the one that we're going to create. At which domain, we're going to put a password, we're going to put the password again, or we could generate the password and we're going to make it unlimited. So just so you guys can see, we're going to make one for Jesus. So Jesus at, these are all the domains that I have: hallucinator.com, bash.hallucinator.com, bashrecords.hallucinator.com, carpetcookies.com, cloud.com, legacygreek.org, stevelucin.com, soulmates. All of the subdomains and domains are all in here. What we're going to do is a stevelucin.com domain. So it's going to be Jesus at stevelucin.com. So the password, let's have it generate a password. So we're going to copy this, and I'm going to go ahead and put this, make a note on it at using Evernote just to have. I'm going to copy paste it there. Copy this password in a safe place. Use password. Boom. I'm going to do unlimited quota. And then, so check this out. It says create account or create a Gmail for work account. Upgrade to professional Gmail. Create a custom email with Gmail's intuitive interface, 30 gigs of storage, powerful search capabilities, no ads, create spreadsheets, docs. $5 per month per mailbox. So again, if like you have multiple people in your organization, are running multiple organizations with multiple emails, that $5 a month adds up. We're not going to do that. I'm going to show you again how to connect it using this sort of hack. So I'm going to create account. It says you successfully created an email account. Need help setting up an email application? No. And just to double check, account created, Jesus at stevelucin.com. Right here, you'll see all the other emails that we have created, including Tone Setters emails, We Support Creativity emails, Hallucinated emails, Legacy Greek emails, and Jesus email, which I just saw right here. Jesus@stevelucin.com. The quota usage is nothing. Right here, password, quota, setup mail, client, delete, and if you click on more, we have suspend login, suspend incoming mail, access webmail, configure calendars and contacts. We're not going to do any of this. So what does it say? Shared address, book, on, off. We could keep that as is. We're going to go back to the email section in HostGator. And what we're going to do for now is go to email forwarders. Now this is the trick and the key right here. We're going to create an email account forwarder. So right here, as you can see, for example, we have Adrian@Hallucinated. Any emails that get sent to this get automatically forwarded to his Gmail. That way, whenever he opens up his Gmail, he still gets hallucinated emails, and he's able to check on them and reply back as hallucinated. And again, that's what we're going to set up for this Jesus account. So for now, what we're going to do is add forwarder, address to forward. It's going to be the Jesus@stevelucin.com. That's the one that we just created. And the destination for now is going to be just my personal email. This is just for an example. This email should be your Gmail. For this particular person, it's going to be a remote email. For any emails that we create, it should be the Gmail that you create. Okay. It's going to be easier to manage everything when everything goes into one mailbox. You won't miss anything because you won't forget to log in to an email, and you'll be able to respond as the domain email, which is really, really handy. So forward to stevelucin@gmail for now, again, just to show you how to connect everything. Then we will change it to the appropriate mail account. Discard and send an error to the sender. No. Let's see, advanced options, forward to a system account, pipe to a program. You don't have to do any of that. So add forwarder. All emails sent to jesus@stevelucin.com will now be copied to steve@gmail.com. Excellent. So let's go back. I think we are pretty much done in HostGator. So now what we are going to do is log into Gmail. So again, this should be your Gmail account. We're going to go to this little settings. Click on settings and accounts and import. So right here, you'll see send mail as, and it says use Gmail to send from your other email addresses. So right here, I have stevelucin@gmail, Campechano@gmail, hallucinated@stevelucin, Lucin@451, Lucin@Legacy Greek, Lucin@We Support Creativity, Scholarship, Steve@the929, Stevissimo, yes, I do something crazy @gmail. I have a plethora amount of emails, and it's all just for branding purposes. You know, these are all different organizations that I'm part of, all different teams that I'm part of. But I don't log in and out of different email accounts because that would be ridiculous to log into 10 different accounts. I keep my regular email as a hub, and I'm able to respond to any one of these emails from my Gmail, but I can mask it. I can make an alias and make it so that I'm responding with the domain email. And it's all with my free Gmail account. Again, that's very, very key to save money. So, and to keep my sanity. So right here, add another email address. And again, we're adding this, but I'm going to delete this once we add it. Once you create it for yourself, you know, then we will, then I'll go ahead and delete this one. So name, I'm going to put Jesus. The email address is jesus@stevelucin.com. So right here, treat as an alias. Keep that checked on. Specify a different reply to address. You do not need to do that. So the reply to is going to be this particular one, jesus@stevelucin.com. In the case that this was perhaps a info@stevelucin.com, we wanted to reply to only Jesus, then you could probably get away with that in doing that. We're gonna do next step. Configure your mail to be sent through stevelucin.com SMTP servers. So right here, SMTP server mail.stevelucin.com port 587. I'm gonna leave that as is for now. Username, the username has to be the full email. So right here it says Jesus, but you're gonna put at stevelucin.com. And then the password is the password that we saved in our Evernote. So I'm gonna copy paste that crazy looking password. And right here, secure connection using TLS. This should be okay. If it doesn't work, then we're gonna have to look at what to change this. But let's see, keep the recommended one. Let's do add account. Checking credentials, please wait. And there you have it. I'm gonna save this. So now it says confirm verification and add your email address. Congratulations, we successfully located your other server and verified your credentials. Just one more step. An email with a confirmation code was sent to jesus@stevelucin.com. To add your email address, do one of the following. Click the link in the confirmation email, enter and verify the confirmation code. Now, because this email from Gmail was sent to jesus@stevelucin.com, but we forwarded any emails going to jesus@stevelucin.com to my Gmail, theoretically, we should get this email. And look right here, Gmail team, Gmail confirmation, send mail as jesus@stevelucin.com. When you click on this, notice when you click on this little arrow, this was from Gmail and it was to jesus@stevelucin.com. But again, just to verify, I am logged in as steve.lucin@gmail. So there you have it. This was successfully forwarded to my email, which we will change to Jesus's email, but this one worked. So what I'm going to do is copy this confirmation code, go back to this little window, paste, and then hit verify. Once that is done, if we compose an email, again, within the same Gmail that we do, let's say I'm gonna compose an email to my friend George Nunez or Ayala. Let's say Ayala. So you could click on this, and boom, we have all of the emails that we can be an alias by, including the new jesus@stevelucin email. So notice, we can make a subject, test subject, and then this is my email, but there's no signature. So how do we make a very, very cool looking signature? So we're gonna go to settings. We're gonna go to, actually we're just gonna scroll down in general, scroll all the way down to signature. So right here, when you click on off of no signature, you're gonna go to this drop down menu, and you can make a custom signature for each email that you have an alias for. So if you see my Steve@the929, I have a 929 logo there. If you go to Lucin at We Support Creativity, I have my Support Creativity logo there. If you do Lucin at Steve Lucin, we have the Lucin logo there. So, however, I could easily just copy and then paste this into the Jesus one, and then just change this to Jesus Zerpa, Executive Manager. And we're pretty much done, right? But let's say you're doing this from scratch, brand new. You don't have the little cool code in here and the little logo and the links working. You could make it up from these little buttons, but they're not gonna let you align things to the left. They're not gonna let you add, an image to the right and all these, and the formatting is not going to be nice and neat like this. So what do? You go to Google and do a email signature generator. The one that we're looking for is the one by HubSpot. Free email signature template generator by HubSpot. This one is super clutch because you can create your free email signature with our easy to use signature generator. Create your free email signature. So that's just scrolling down. And then right here, you plug and chug your information that you want to put in here. So now let's say we wanted to create a brand new Steve Lucin logo signature. You just go ahead and put Steve Lucin, your mobile number. Let's say the email was lucin@stevelucin.com. Or let's say it was Jesus, right, at stevelucin.com. Job title, executive manager. Department, we could leave blank. Company, we could say Steve Lucin. Website, http stevelucin.com. Make sure that it's http semicolon, colon, not semicolon. Office number, phone number. You could put an address. Here's the important part: logo, photo, avatar, image, URL. Now, I think I've been able to get away with uploading a PNG to a Google Drive and putting the link in here. I think I've been able to work it. The old school way that I would do it is upload an image to my web hosting server and grab the link from there, and that's by using CyberDuck. But that's a little bit more advanced. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for everybody. So because you have Gmail, you do have access to a Google account. To your Google Drive. So in this Google Drive, what I'm going to do, oh yeah, look, I think I just saw it. Look at that, 929_emailsig.png. So what I'm going to do is, just to do it again, is grab the Lucin logo, Lucin branding. Let's do a logo. Let's do Lucin logo PNG. We gotta make sure that it is black though. So I have a collection here. Steve Lucin logo black PNG. Now I press spacebar to preview this and it takes up the whole screen. That leads me to believe that it's a very, very high resolution or very big file. So I'm going to open this in Photoshop. Email signature can't be this big. Even if we bring it in and upload it to the HubSpot, it's gonna read it as is. So look right here, it even says upload an image to your Dropbox, Google Drive, or similar site and paste the URL here. Image must be suitably sized for your signature as it will be displayed actual size. Our help page includes some useful information on creating images for your signature. Oh, this is new. I don't think this was here before. Let's see if they recommend any particular size. No, signature, no, it doesn't quite say. But what I'm going to do is take a look at, yeah, this one seems like it's very actual to the size. So if I ever want to measure something on the screen, I literally take a screenshot of it. So let's say it's like somewhere around there. And then what you could do is open that screenshot in Photoshop and then go to image size. And then I notice that it's a width of 55 and a height of 45. So that's what I'm going to do for this particular image. I'm going to make image size. I'm going to make it 55 and the height 31. And then make sure that I'm at 100% by doing Command plus. That's going to be the size of the signature. So I'm going to do a save as Steve Lucin logo black email sig. Probably had one in here now that I think about it. Well, I guess not. So I'm going to put that and make sure I save it as a PNG. Save as a PNG. Smallest file size is fine. And now let's go ahead and just upload this to Google Drive. I'm going to put it in this Google Drive right here. So Steve Lucin logo black. See, I hit spacebar and look how tiny the little logo is. That's what we want. So we upload it onto here. Where'd you save? Where'd you save? Here it is. Emails, email sig. So now let's double click it. And right here, what we want to do is let's do a share, get shareable link, copy link. Hopefully that works. I'm a little weary if it'll work because I think it's gonna have branding. Oh no, look, it's right there. It looks like a Google Drive URL. I've changed the URL so that it works properly. HubSpot, you're a genius, and that's why I mess with you. Excellent. So now we see signature preview. Here goes our preview with everything that we've put in. I mean, if this was for Jesus, right? Let's put this stuff in here. You know, let's do a, well, whatever. Let's leave. This is just an example, right? So we put all this stuff in here. Choose a theme for your signature. Classic image bottom, classic image top. And you see how the logo changed. Classic image below name, compact image bottom, compact image top, compact image below name, image left 2-column. Boom. This is the one that I prefer. And the image left compact looks exactly the same. Now I'm gonna go with the 2-column one. If you click on social, you're actually able to throw in different social media handles. So let's say if we go to facebook.com/Stevissimo and hit tab, look, it added a little Facebook profile there. HTTP, you put in a link to twitter.com/Lucin. It puts the link to Twitter for your LinkedIn and for your Instagram, etc., etc. If you go to style right here, this is where you change the color. And look, they even have a nice little color picker for you. Now for me, I have a app called Color Picker, and I always keep my swatches here. So stevelucin.com, I always use these particular blues and grays for Steve Lucin. Now this one, the 0091FA, is the sort of like electric blue bright that I use to really emphasize the Steve Lucin brand. Everything else is secondary or tertiary. So if I wanted to use this, I would copy this code and put it in here, and it would change all the links and anything else that I wanted to that particular color. I think you need to keep the hashtag in front of it for it to read properly. Yeah, and there it is. Now, you can also, change all the themes and the size and everything as you see fit. CTA is a call to action. Add a text or image call to action to the bottom of your signature. Leave all fields blank for no call to action. So let's say if I wanted to, create like a book now, and then it can go to my stevelucin.com/chat, book chat now, you could say, and it adds a little button there for you with a link. Or if you wanted to change the button into an image, you can put an image here. Again, uploading it to your Google Drive and making sure that you paste the link in here. And the certification was this: select your HubSpot Academy certifications and they'll display under your signature. Oh wow, so we could say that we're all certified via HubSpot with all these different things. Now, again, I'm showing you all this just to show you what you could put in your signature. As you can see, my signature, I keep it very simple. Name, title, .com, logo, that's it. I do not want to distract people with anything else. I certainly do not want to send them to, my Facebook, my Twitter, and all that stuff. If you're in communication with me via email, I've got you. I don't want you to see other things. You're in contact with me, and I want you to be able to stay in contact with me without any distractions. So I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff. I'm gonna get rid of the social. But again, if you're creating, a signature for yourself, that you do whatever your little heart desires. Let's get rid of the call to action. Let's get rid of these buttons. Oh my goodness. Let's get rid of this, get rid of this. Let's go back to main. Let's get rid of the company name. Let's get rid of the phone number. Let's get rid of let's keep the website. Let's get rid of the email. Oh, but you require the email. That's right. And this is why. So what I ended up doing is just making some custom changes to even further customize how I initially wanted it. But we could say, let's say we're happy with this. And ensure you have a phone number in your signature. I don't want a phone number. OMG. 917-212-879. Okay. Let's say you're happy with this. You can go to create signature. Step 1, check your email signature. Boom. Complete fields. You could put something, you can make something up here. So I'm gonna put stevelucin.com and then download your free signature. So right here, you click on select signature, you copy, and keep this window open because right here it says get source code. I'm gonna show you what to do with that. But let's say we are in Gmail, back in Gmail in the settings. Let's say we wanted to replace this. We could just delete and then hit paste. And boom, we have an email signature. Good to go. Now, if you wanted to get really advanced, you can go to get source code, copy this source code. I use an app called TextMate to read HTML and CSS and any other code. I'm gonna paste that code in there. I'm gonna save this code. For example, on the desktop, I'm gonna name it as Steve Lucin email sig. And then I'm gonna name it .html. Once you name it .html, you see that it changes the color codes to whatever it is that you're doing over here, and it's a little bit easier to read. And right here, I just noticed, Jesus Zerpa. It tells you the colors right here, the font size, the font family, all of this stuff right here. And if you wanted to go in and edit this, you need a little bit of HTML knowledge. You can go in and edit it. At the end of the day, an email signature is very, very, very old school HTML markup, including tables. Current HTML does not include tables, which is the TR and the TD commands right here, or tags. You see the table right here, that stands for, I think, columns and rows. Emails read this, modern websites do not, but it's very, very similar. So not gonna bore you with this. You can create an email signature like this. What I'm going to do is go back to Lucin as Steve Lucin, just copy this. I've already set it up the way I wanted to. Paste this in here, or let me delete and then paste. Do Jesus Zerpa and then executive manager, and then that's it. You could go ahead and hit save changes, and I believe that is it. You learn how to create a signature. You learn how to create an email with a domain name. You learn how to connect it to a Gmail for free. You learn how to forward that account for free. You're able to compose an email. Oh, let me show you that. Let's compose an email real quick. Compose from Jesus at Steve Lucin, and boom, it's there. Jesus Zerpa, Lucin logo, and we're good to go. You learn how to create an email signature, connect that to your Gmail account, and now you can send emails with a branded domain name. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Until next time, peace.